Hello there, Akku here again. Welcome to episode 2 of my Hexxit Let's Play. Quite a lot's happened since you last saw me here. It's been a bit hectic. I was in that tower over there last time you saw me. I moved across just into this green hills biome because snowy biome was getting on my tits a bit. After the last episode, when Jim came on, we went and we cleared out the dungeon below there, and we got some quite good stuff. There's a necromancer down the bottom there we killed, and I got 10 ingots, millennium ingots. So I made everyone a longsword. Well, I made Justice Fisting went on, but I made me, Kel, Tom, and Jim millennium longsword with mossy on it, and I made myself a pick with moss, and I've also got a bit of luck on there up to now, and an auto smelter. I managed to get 7 blaze rods from somewhere, from one of them towers I think. Had a blaze spawner in it, so I've got my decent pick. This is Tinker's Constructs, so I'll show you how I made that, just in case you didn't know, because if you've not played this pack before. This is a very similar start to what I've made on my Feed server, but server play. There's loads of stuff I need to tell you that I've done. So I made this little house. If anyone has played Ultima Online ever, you'd recognise this as a little sandstone shop. Little sandstone house with patio, I think it's called. It's one of the Ultima Online houses. It actually looks better if you've got railcraft with the bleach bone bricks, and because they had the little walls as well, I've had to use wood fence. But yeah, it looks alright. Oh, shit, I just fell into the nether, into the Twilight Forest. Shit. Well, the server seems a little bit screwy. It takes quite a while to load. I think maybe got some possibly some teething issues with the new server setup we've got. What? I'll tell you all about chocobos in a minute. They're from Final Fantasy, if you ever played Final Fantasy 7, which I did a hell of a lot back on the PS1 in '97. Long time ago. It's probably the first game I started ignoring my friends for and pretending that I wanted and stuff. I played the balls out of Final Fantasy 7 long time ago, and Chocobo is what you moved around on in the early part of the game until you got your airship later. So I've got a house with a load of shit in. I've just been into the end. Jim's been into the end and killed the dragon. I want to get some ender pearls, which is something I want to make. This house really is too small, but it's because I've got a plan and everything's squeezed into here, so I can execute the plan and see if it works. But so I started with Tinker's Constructs, as I said. I made the basic part builder tool station, stencil table, and the pattern chest. So there's your patterns. We're on a slightly earlier version of Tinker's Construct than I'm on the other server, so you can still make millennium swords using the wooden patterns. On the newest version, you have to make the metal patterns out of gold or aluminium brass, which I'll get to when I make a smeltery, but I ain't got no room for a smeltery yet. So basically, I just used those patterns there: sword blade, handguard pattern, tool rod pattern to make the sword, and pickaxe head and tool binding to make the pick in there. So by basically you put a sword blade in there, put an ingot there, and you can get the sword blade. Pretty straightforward. Then you use this one tool station to put it together. So I've got a long sword. There's the 3 bits. I put that together and got that thing. And then to modify it, put that in there, and you add modifiers. So this has got moss on it, which is just 9 mossy bricks in your crafting pattern. Gets you auto repair. Which is pretty cool. So that's got 2 modifiers remaining. That's going to get a load of quartz, nether quartz. I've not been to the nether yet. And it's going to get loads of lapis, which this has already got a bit of it on. It's got 150 lapis and another 300. That'll get it up to Fortune 3, and 450 on the sword will get it up to Looting 3. Lava there adds auto smelting. Moss makes it self repair, and then anything left over will be redstone, which adds haste. I can also add 2 more modifiers to this using gold block and a diamond will get me 1, and a nether star will get me another. Same with a sword, so I've got more modifiers to add to these later on. But that's basically what I did with my weapon situation, and I've just made one of these bows called a leisure bow. You have to make 2 iron bows, iron ingot and some string gets you the leisure bow. The iron bows are just a normal bow surrounded by iron. So it's quite a heavy recipe, but check this out. I'm gonna draw it. See that it's got 2 arrows, which is pretty cool. So it fires 2 arrows. It fires 3 arrows then. So it fires like it fired 3 arrows, didn't it? So that's pretty awesome. If they all hit, that is. So I've just been carrying that round, and I've got a little lava pit there to throw things in. There's loads to get through this mod pack. Loads of new stuff that I'm not used to. Like for example, you can't see, you can just see it. See that over there in the distance? That's a floating nether portal that was left when a meteorite hit. Baffling. Loads of stuff I need to learn. That's a beanstalk. Pardon me. They're sunflower plants. Of course, Twilight Forest. I've gone in there to go into a hollow hill to get lapis to upgrade these. That's still a good source of lapis. And I suppose I'll get into chocobos in a second, but what else have I done here? Nothing really new or different here. Just been collecting stuff, slinging it in places. You get quite a lot of loot. I've got really abysmal gear on. Well, that's not bad. It's getting quite battered now. Shit. I cannot type for shit. Look at that. Loud enough for you. That meant to type then. Christ. So what we've got? Kel lives over there somewhere. Tom lives in that mountain there. I think Justice Fisting lives over there somewhere, and then Jim lives in a castle right over there somewhere. So quite enjoying it. In fact, if you look at this big map's really nice, by the way. I can't remember what it's called. I had a look earlier because someone asked. I think it was Dano asked. It says this permanent big map that you can have. It's so what's it frigging called? It's gonna wind me up now. Give me a sec. Just bear with me a sec. Let me look at my Let me look at my messages on YouTube really quick. Where's my Hexxit? Hexxit. Someone give me a thumbs down. Boo. I expect more thumbs down than I get, to be honest. Let me just scroll down here. It's called Map Writer. There we go. Sorry about that. It's called Map Writer. It's client side, so you could add it to whatever server you play as well. So even if you're on a server, you don't have to have it on the server. And it has this permanent big map that shows you all the. So you can see all the castles, the village down there. Look, there's one of them big church things there. They're really awesome. There's a stronghold to the end. There's Jim's castle. It's like 2 castles either side of a bridge on a lake, a bit like the twins from Game of Thrones. Really cool. And that's where the meteor hit. You can see all the obsidian and stuff. That's where that portal is that I just looked at. And there's my house. There's Kel's house. NPC village there as well. There's all kind of shit. Loads of stuff happening on the map. So a little village over there. All kind of structures. It's crazy shit. Anyway, that's enough of that. So, right, before I get on with anything else, then what I've got a plan. I want to make a pocket dimension. Dimensional doors is a mod I've not played with before at all, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But I'm going to make a pocket dimension. Just a minute. First of all, I want to talk to you about chocobos a little bit. So these things, they keep molting these feathers, and also generally near where they live, you get these things called Jake Gyllenhaal stems. I've been growing them, so I should show you that as well. Look at that big workbench. It's pretty cool. There's 2 types of these. There's a normal one, and then there's this tan leather. Tan leather, you've got to mess around with leather and string, and then put it in your furnace, and it becomes tan leather. What that does, you get this really cool workbench, and you also get two rows of inventory. So I've got my, is it Gisal, gill and all. I've got them in there, and loads of feathers. So what you do is, to capture these, you give them, and when you get the little red thing on the neck, then you've caught them. These are just randomly about, and then you can add a saddle to them. Saddle's pretty straightforward. It's just it's like a feather, 2 bits of string, and a bit of normal leather. It'll get you a chocobo saddle, and once you've got a saddle, you just got to right click on it, and you can get on them. They do move around a bit funny. They get kind of stuck on stuff a bit. It's a little bit jerky, but these are the ones that you can find in the world. Look at that. So you doing? Fuck off. This one's also got saddlebags on it, so if I shift right click it, it's called Fury, this guy. If I shift right click on him, he's got saddlebags that I've fitted to him as well. I could show you the recipe for that as well. Might as well while I'm here. It's down the bottom somewhere, there it is. Toro Jima's Choco Craft. So there's a saddle that I mentioned, pretty straightforward. What? Where am I making that one when that one works? And then there's the saddlebags. Again, really straightforward. So you get loads of stuff you can carry. You can make a suit as well. Oh shit. I have to make one of them, aren't I? Well, I need to make an armour stand now as well. Put one of them suits on. So that's how you get them and ride them. Then you can breed these together to get different colour ones. And different colour ones have different stats. So like, red one can fly, I think the black one can fly. So I'm looking to learn how to breed these. So what you do is you get this stuff called straw, which is just 2 bits of wheat together, gets you 8 of them. So with 4 bits of wheat there, I've got a nice big bit of straw area. And if you put a straw area down, put a cord and some water in it, near it or in it, then these guys will regen and stuff when they're on it. So if they come back damaged, see that's got 38 points of both at the minute. They'll regen on there. I don't know if you need one of these to breed them, but the way you breed them, there's 2 of the Gishels. There's a lovely one and a golden one. Now, the version that we're on, I think, pack bags. What's that? Even more stuff. Even more storage. Interesting. The version that we're on, you have to grow them, and there's a random chance of these becoming one of the lovely or the golden ones, as far as I can tell. It looks like an older version. You could actually craft them, but so I'm having to wait until I grow, I guess, 2. I've got one lovely one. I think Kel looted a golden one from a chest that he said I can have, but I'll try and breed these together, try and get different colour ones. So I'm trying to get it so that everyone's got a flying mount. So ideally, get everyone a red one or a black one, and take it from there. They say they're alright, but they're a bit noisy as well. The only other thing you need to know about them is the Chocopedia, which, again, pretty basic stuff. What you can do with a Chocopedia with that in your hand, if you right click it with that in your hand, you can get to his menus there. You can have it so you stay, follow. You can also do that if just by right clicking on him with a feather. You can get to stay or follow. You can do it off there, but you can also change the name. You can show the name. Fury's name showing now, and oops, that was a changed name. So it's selfie. Change owner, drop gear. It shows you that it's a female that can breed, and that one will show you that's a male that can breed. So I should be able to breed once I can. So that's as far as I've got with them. That's a new mod that I've not played with, so I've learned a little bit about that, not a great deal, but the plan is to breed some chocos. Right, so that's the choco bit done. Next I'm going to look at dimensional doors, which is what I've been trying to get things together for this episode. I thought I'll start doing this episode when I've got some ender pearls. So yesterday Jim went to the end, killed the dragon, so I've just been up there myself. I had to run all the way over there. Went all the way over there on my chocobo. Obviously went in the end, came back through, and it puts you back to your bed, so it put me back there. So I went all the way back for my chocobo, and then what I should have done, of course, is took a bed. I should have just slept where the chocobo was, so I could run it back. But anyway, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Right. Dimensional doors. Again, another brand new mod to me. There's loads of shit in this. It's quite good. Quite good. Better Dungeons. Really, I'm so impressed with Better Dungeons. There's so much stuff. But that's not what we're looking at a minute. We're looking at dimensional doors. So, as far as I understand it, I make a door, like so. 2 doors, an ender pearl. I need 2 of these because I need 1 to get back. And then there's also unstable doors that lead you to random places, I believe. So that uses an eye in there. So alright, there we go. There's a warp door and a dimensional door. Right. So what I need first is a dimensional door. That'll let me go into a pocket dimension, as it says there. If I put it on a rift, it'll activate with a rift. Put it not on a rift, it'll create a pocket dimension. That's what I'm looking to do. So I need 2 iron doors. I actually thought I needed 2 ender pearls, but it turns out it's 2 iron doors that I needed. Not good enough. What I have got though now is I've got my auto smelt pick, so I can just smelt them nice and quick with that, which is quite cool, isn't it? So there we go. I can make 2 doors. I still keep trying to craft using a pocket crafting table, which I've not got. So iron door, and then in the middle of that, I'm going to put an ender pearl. I guess it's our first dimensional door. And then to get back, we need wooden doors, so I need a bit more. Screw it, let's get 64 of them. That's the magnetism on my chest, by the way. These meteorite chest plates got magnetism, so I'm not having to use the coin of fortune at the minute because the chest's doing it. So yeah, I mentioned that, have I? Found a couple of cool things in dungeons up to now that I've kept on me. I've got a coin of fortune from Xeno's Reliquary. Now, I've played a mod pack that's had this for ages. I've never made it, and it's so good. It's on your bar. So that turns it off. That turns it on, and that just sucks anything near you to you. So, for example, see that just sucks feathers from right over there to me. Suck them feathers in. It sucks XP and stuff in. Really good. I say I played with Xeno's Reliquary for ages, and I never bothered using one. And I'm questioning as to why I'd never use it now. It's really good. But I'm not having to use it at the minute because, like I say, this chest plate that I looted's got one. I need to make some gear, but I'm holding off until I learn what gear I want to make. I think I'm going to make some hark and side gear, but I'm not sure yet. So that's that. And the other thing I've got in there is this magic mirror. And what that does is, if you go underground, so I guess this classes as underground, and you've got the magic mirror in your inventory, if you right click it, it'll take you back to the last place you was. Outdoors, where the fuck's that put me? Oh, I tell you what, but that's the last place that I put it in that bloody bag. That's the last place I was when I stored it in that workbench. Son of a bitch. So that means then I could put it in could hold it in my garden, then put it away into the bag, and then I can always get back to my house. Right, I'm near Kel's house, I think. This is where I got one of the chocobos from the day. So it's probably the last time I had that bag open. No, definitely isn't. Must be the last time I had the magic mirror out the bag. Here's Kel's house. Might as well show you that while we're here. Yeah. And I bet if you've seen any of those before, you'll know what's over his door. Does it every time. Every time. At least you know his house is when you see fuck off over the door. Right, so I need to run back to my base. I'll cut camera. I'll be back. It's only about you can see it's a little red mark, a little red dot on the map I'm heading towards is where I'm going, but shit, it's a bit thick in here, isn't it? Fucking hell. Right. Okay, back at my house. And just had a real big mouthful of beer, so I'm probably going to burp in a minute. What do I need? Before I dicked around with that, so the last time I was outside then, in theory with that, is here now. See the way it changes when I go in? So, in theory, if that's what I did there, if I put that away, then next time I want to use that, it should bring me back to my house, maybe. Who knows? Right, let's make 2 wooden doors. I'll leave that wooden there. 10. Bollocks. Shouldn't have left that wood in there, should I? That's like the old project table. In fact, it's a bit like a project table, isn't it, with them? From Red Power, the project table. Okay, I've got plenty of doors for making more doors. So, see that there? Place anywhere in a pocket dimension to approach the surface. So, if I make a pocket dimension, which I'm going to, so I don't know why I said if, because it's not an if, it's a when. Where shall I put it? Now, I'll be moving some of the stuff out of it, because all this stuff is actually going to end up in the pocket dimension, apart from the bed. I don't think you can sleep in them, but all my gear is going to end up in there. So this is going to be like a little empty... That was a plan anyway, for this to be like a little empty house. So let's shift them furnaces. Because they'll be coming with me, definitely. And can I place that there? There we go. I actually want to place it there, but I don't think it's going to let me. Let's just try that again. Oh shit, have I done something bad? I've maybe done something bad there. Have I broken the door? Yeah, I have. Shit. Okay, so you can't break them again. So I think that was like a rift or something, or some weird shit went on, didn't it? This is how I learn. I learn very slowly and inanely. Right, so let's get some more iron. Let's try that again. So I need another door. Let's try that again, just go through it this time instead of dicking about. So it probably is a good job I've got spare end of hells. I'd like it to be there, but I don't know if it's going to go tight up against that. Suppose I could put it there first, and then put these bricks back. Will that work? And then try and find a way back into my house, which ain't going to be as easy as it looks. Son of a bitch. Dun, 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 dun. Does this even work from this way? That's kind of where I wanted it. Right, so that's what I was after, I think. Let's go in. No? Anyone? Oops. Oh shit. What? Sandstone? What the hell's going on? Right, it's blowing the door out, blowing the walls out. If I break that block, will that turn that into an iron door again? No. Okay, I've screwed my house up. So there is a certain way you meant to go in there. It looks like it's that way. So let's try that again. And I'm not going to move. I'd like to put a torch down, but it doesn't do shit. What the hell's going on? Can I place blocks? Can place blocks. I'm kind of stuck in them though. Well, that's terrifying, isn't it? I must have done something wrong here then. Right, I'm going to cut the camera. I'm going to go look at a mod spotlight. I thought I'd try and work out where to go, but it's clearly I ain't got a clue. Do I have to dig this out? Oh. Okay, I have to actually make this bigger myself. Oops. That's possibly the case. What? So, right, so this is just a big horrible black place, And I guess I can maybe make it as big as I want. And does that take me back to where I was? Does. Okay. Okay. Get my head around it. So I need to break that again. Make another bastard. Because I cocked it up. Don't know what that was. I've got one of them dirty things again. Hello. And it's some with some more iron. And another ender pearl. I'll actually place it where I want it this time. So another door. Either side of an ender pearl. And I'm going to want a lot of stone bricks. Yeah, we'll go with stone bricks. Why are you going away? Is that something to do with these? Well, can I even make them? I'm thinking that's a rift. Which means I probably don't want to put a door on it. What do you reckon? I am worried, let's say. Right, back in a bit. I want to see what that is before I put another door there, because I'm running out of ender pearls. And I'll see what the crack is. Okay, so I'm back, and yeah, that was a rift. I don't know why I did that before, but I kind of sussed it was a rift. But, right, what I need for that then is I just watched quite a useful YouTube tutorial by a guy called Minecrafter's channel. Is his channel name. That was quite useful. Let me get back onto my game. So yeah, what that is, that's storing that little pocket dimension that I made, but I don't want that one. I want to get rid of it. So I am going to kill another ender pearl, and to do that, use for an ender pearl, 4 gold nuggets round it. Guess there's this thing, rift remover. So if you do create any of these, just right click it with that thing, and that gets rid of them. So that's all good. So what I think I'm going to do is actually put the door here, and I'm going to see if these, we've got image-based micro blocks in here, so I'm going to see if I can tidy it up with image-based blocks. So what I need to do then is get my 2 doors out of here. Now I don't actually need that one yet. I've sussed. I can get in and out of that same dimension with this. So if I put that there, so I'm going to want that. So hopefully I can tidy this up with some micro blocks. But if I can't, I might end up moving this thing again to get it looking right. But meh. I could always get rid of the windows there. So here we go. Step into here. So here's my new base. What I've done is, when I was watching that video, I just went into the Twilight Forest. I saw there was some marble there. So I filled, well, I didn't fill it up, but I got myself some marble bricks. And because I've got auto smelting on my pickaxe, it actually cooked them, so instead of getting marble cobble, I actually got marble as I wanted it. So what I can do now is I can build. It's weird how this works. I can't see shit what doing out there really. It's weird. It is weird. It took me a bit of getting my head around it. So I actually want, there we go. So I'm going to build a base in here. I'm going to build a nice little, maybe 15 by 15 in here. And this is where all my shit's going to be. So pretty much everything apart from my bed is going to be in this little pocket universe. So my enchanting table, all shit like that's going to be in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way. And 1. So I have a nice big base in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the surface world, I have that little sandstone house. It looks like they were working out in it, but when you come through, you get to here. And I found out that you can actually use these as fast travel. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to be, over the next few hours probably, I'm going to check out all about these. Let's get a load more of that marble brick, I maybe have to use different walls. Well, to find out all about this mod, and in fact I might not even use any walls. I've got rid of that black stuff now though, haven't I? Shouldn't have done that. Okay. I wonder if you can replace that. I'm going to find out about this mod, and I'll be back when I've got a little bit of a working setup in here, and I'll show you what I come up with. Well, the video's up to 30 minutes, so I'm going to wrap up there. If you've not been to the Nether lately, this is a lot of this stuff's added by Natura. It adds loads of stuff to the Nether. Makes it really exciting and fun. That's never going to hit him. Nah. There's all kind of trees and all kind of really awesome stuff. Ghost trees down there, look. And adds the Tinker's Constructs, Cobalt ore and Ardite. I can't find any Ardite. But this is something I've not seen before. Look at that down there. I'm guessing that's maybe better dungeons that's added that. There's like loads. Oh shit. Oh no, no. Bastard. Well, I'll go get my shit. Ha! Well, I'm back. I managed to get down quite easy. Ran back and I've got all my stuff back, I think. Certainly got a full inventory full of stuff. Yeah, as I was saying, look at that over there. I'm guessing better dungeons adds that. I'm looking forward to getting in there when I've got a bit, got some better gear. Yeah, I've got my sword, cool. Got my pick, they're the important bits. Put some pants on. Should really sort my gear out so I've got some decent gear, but that's on time to get some gear. Ready for that. So right, yeah, I'm going to wrap up there. I could have built it. Break that. And leave that there in case anyone... Oops. Not that. Leave that in case anyone finds it, and I'd probably have that as my epitaph as well. Oh. Didn't work. Or that. Right, let's find my way out of here. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.